confused about what teams and players are competing in the NALCS summer split, don't be. Let me help you out with that. So the first team is TSM. They have Hanser in the top lane, Svinsgaren in the jungle, Bjergsen in the mid, Doublelift at ADC, and Biofrost as support. Doublelift has been playing the game for a long time. Bjergsen has been the longest member with this TSM lineup, and Hanser was here last season as well as Doublelift. So that's what we got for TSM. CLG, we have Darshan in the top lane, ex-Smithy jungler, Huhi mid lane, Stixay AD carry, and Aframu as support. Aframu has been with this team for a very long time. Darshan is previously not ex-Smithy, but Zion Spartan. So he just had a name change, so he's still playing the top lane, he's still playing for CLG, but just under a different name. And ex-Smithy is a very nice jungler, as well as Huhi was a very good performing mid laner last year for CLG. C9. Impact in the top lane, Meteos at jungle, Jensen in the mid lane, Sneaky at AD carry, Bunny Fufu as support, and Smoothie as a backup support. So the C9 has 6 players on its roster right now. An extra support. Bunny Fufu will be playing. I do believe so. Sneaky has been with C9 since the very, very beginning. Meteos is returning this season. He took a break last year. They took out High. They put in Meteos. So we'll see how that's going to go down. Impact was playing last year. He did have a nice performance. And Jensen has been replacing High for 2 years now. And he's pretty good. He's definitely pretty good mid laner. He performed well for C9 last year. So our next team is Team Liquid. Team Liquid has Lorlo in the top lane, Phoenix in the mid lane, Piglet at AD carry, Matt as support, and Domination as jungler. So Dom has been playing for Team Liquid, or previously Team Curse, for a very long time. A very long player. Phoenix came in last year. He was the the world champion prodigy that everyone thought was going to blow up, and he did a pretty decent job. Phoenix has had some amazing carries on champions like Azir in the mid lane, so we'll see how he does this season. And Lorlo is overall a very solid top laner. Echo Fox, we have KFO in the top lane, Hard in the jungle, Froggen as mid, Keith as AD carry, and Big as support. Big has been a very good support for a long time. Keith actually got his start in the NALCS as being a substitute for many teams and doing very well, specifically Team Liquid, while they were waiting for Piglet to come back to get his visa. Froggen's playing in the mid lane. Froggen's a very well-known player, played over in EU for a really long time, and is now taking his claim in NA. So his team and himself did not do very well last season, but we'll see how they do this year. For NRG, we have Quas up in top lane, Santorin in the jungle, GBM in mid lane, OQ at AD carry, and Kiwi Kid as support. So Quas has been playing top lane for a long time. He started on Curse about 2-3 years ago or so, and now he's playing for NRG. Santorin, long stead jungler. GBM is very well known and very prized mid laner, rivaling those of Bjergsen. OQ, I don't really know much about him, but I've heard some very nice things about him from over in China, so we'll see what he's capable of this season. Kiwi Kid has been a long stead support in the NALCS, roaming from many teams, starting in Dignitas and just roaming all around, and he's playing for NRG this season. So for Immortals, we have Huni in the top lane, Huni in the top lane, Rainover in the jungle, Pobelter in mid lane, Wild Turtle, AD carry, and Adrian in support. So Wild Turtle has been all over the LCS right now, and last season him and Immortals cleaned up house in NA, but could not take that season championship. So we'll see what they end up doing this season. Rainover has a mean Rek'Sai, and which is kind of fallen out of favor, but we'll see what he can do. And Adrian was putting up some good supporting stats at the end of last season with Wild Turtle, dying very, very few times. NVS, they have Seraph in the top lane, Proxen in the jungle, Ninja in mid lane, Natashu at AD carry, Lod at AD carry as well, and Hakuo at support. Seraph has been in the LCS for a very long time, playing top lane now. Proxen is a very well-known jungler. putting up some good stats over in China last year. Ninja played excellently last year for mid lane, and Lot is a very well diverse AD carry. This is another team with 6 people on their roster, along with C9. Next we have Phoenix. They have Zig in the top lane, Sentinel in the jungle, Pyrene in the mid lane, Mash at AD carry, and Gate at support. Now, Zig, Sentinel, those are players that are very not well known to the series, right? Pretty new players, pretty very unknown. So that's a lot of unknown on that team. Pyrene, he's kind of known, not so much known, but Mash and Gate, we know that they're very solid players, and they're probably going to put up a nice score in that bot lane this year. Apex, they got Ray up top lane, Shrimp in the jungle, Keen in the mid lane, Apollo at 80, and X Specialist support. Ray is very unknown to me, as well as Shrimp. I know Keen in the mid lane. Keen's a very nice mid laner. Apollo at 80 carry, he's put up good numbers for many years, just has never had a good support. And X Special. Now, what's behind X Special is he actually got kicked off TSM a couple years back for being just kind of belligerent and having a large mouth towards the team. So Apex went ahead and picked him up this year. So we're going to go ahead and see if he has any more breakdowns, or just is overall angry, or has any kind of attitude towards Team Apex and causes any drama like he did over at TSM. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hope I have helped you better understand what's going to happen in this NALCS season. And peace.